Hi everyone, welcome to the continent of Africa. This is a brief explanation of the following items on each of the countries measured on this channel: the geography, the culture, the languages, climate, tourism, some of the emblematic places of interest, and the diversity of the ethnic groups living in harmony in one country. I wish you will broaden your knowledge by listening to the video. I believe that joining effort will make it possible to improve the cross-cultural understanding and global awareness among the nations in order to develop perception and inclusion of the strange. I thank you so much for your time and interest. Welcome to Zimbabwe. Here goes the geography. Zimbabwe, officially the Republic of Zimbabwe, is a landlocked country located in southern Africa, between the Zambezi and Limpopo rivers. It borders South Africa to the south, Botswana to the west, Zambia to the northwest, and Mozambique to the east and northeast. The capital and largest city is Harare, with a population of about 13 million inhabitants. It covers an area of 390,757 square kilometers. Zimbabwe was formerly known as Southern Rhodesia or Zimbabwe Rhodesia from 1895 to 1980. On 18 April 1980, the country was granted independence by Britain under the name Zimbabwe. The name Zimbabwe is based on a Shona term for Great Zimbabwe, an ancient ruined city in the country's southeast, whose remains are now a protected site. However, I have selected in random the ethnic groups with higher population and the languages widely spoken among the nations. Zimbabwe is an ethnically diverse country. The Bantu-speaking ethnic groups make up 98% of the population. The majority of the people are the Shona, comprising 70%. The Ndebele are the second most populous with 20% of the population. The Ndebele descended from Zulu migrations in the 19th century and the other tribes with which they intermarried. Other Bantu ethnic groups make up the third largest with 2 to 5%. Minority ethnic groups include white Zimbabweans, who make up less than 1% of the total population. White Zimbabweans are mostly of British origin, but there are also Afrikaner, Greek, Portuguese, French, and Dutch communities. Britons are of Rhodesia or Zimbabwean origin. Mixed race are less than 1% of the population, and various Asians, mostly Indian and Chinese origin, are about 1%. Languages. Zimbabwe has 16 official languages, and Parliament may prescribe other languages as officially recognized languages too. English is the main language used in the education and judiciary systems. The Bantu languages, Shona and Sindebele, are the principal indigenous languages of Zimbabwe. Shona is spoken by 70% of the population with a rich oral tradition. Sindebele by 20%, Other minority Bantu languages include Venda, Songa, Sangan, Kalanga, Soto, Dau, and Nambia. Less than 2.5%, mainly the white and mixed race minorities, consider English their native language. English is spoken primarily in the cities, but less so in rural areas. Radio and television news now broadcast in Shona, Sindebele, and English. Finally, it might be of interest to know some of the emblematic places for cultural and tourism purposes. Culture. Zimbabwe has many different cultures, which may include beliefs and ceremonies. One of them being Shona, Zimbabwe's largest ethnic group. The Shona people have many sculptures and carvings which are made with the finest materials available. The climate. The climate is significantly varied by altitude. There is a dry season, including a short, cool season during the period from May to September, when the whole country has very little rain. The rainy season is typically a time of heavy rainfall from November to March. The whole country is influenced by the intertropical convergence zone during January. Rainfall is below average and a possibility of serious drought in the country occurs at random. Tourism. Several airlines have pulled out of Zimbabwe. The country's flagship airline, Air Zimbabwe, which operated flights throughout Africa and a few destinations in Europe and Asia, ceased operations in February 2012. Many light aircraft charter companies operate in Zimbabwe, providing a quick and safe means of travel in the region. The biggest of these companies is Executor. Air Zimbabwe has several major tourist attractions. Victoria Falls on the Zambezi, which are shared with Zambia, are located in the northwest of Zimbabwe. Before the economic changes, much of the tourism for these locations came to the Zimbabwe side, but now Zambia is the main beneficiary. The Victoria Falls National Park is also in this area and is one of the 8 main national parks in Zimbabwe, largest of which is Wanje National Park. The Eastern Highlands are a series of mountainous areas near the border with Mozambique. The highest peak in Zimbabwe, Mount Yangani, at 2,593 meters, is located here, as well as the Yumba Mountains and the Yanga National Park. These mountains are the places to view as many landscapes on clear days. Zimbabwe is unusual in Africa due to a number of ancient ruined cities built in a unique dry stone style. The most famous of these are the Great Zimbabwe ruins in Masbingo. Other ruins include Kami ruins, Dolodolo, and Naletali. Although none of these is as famous as the Great Zimbabwe, tourists flying from distant countries in the west, the east, and the south to see Zimbabwe's ancient cultures civilizations through material forms of culture such as handicrafts and tools rural communities used in both the early and the late Stone Age periods, and in that way broadening their knowledge of African diverse cultures and civilizations as a portrayal in post-modernity.